are graced by the presence of Mr. Jon Acuff. He is the author of StuffChristiansLike.net, that little blog thing that's really awesome, and a bunch of books such as Quitter, and he is our friend that answers your questions about Christian culture and stuff like that. So thank you very much, John, for being here as always.
Thanks for having me.
Now here's the thing too. You can see John on our GCU cam, our Grand Canyon University cam at allwally.com. So you can see what he looks like when he comes in unshowered to a show he cares nothing about.
Well, I know I'm going to get a bottle of water. Tops.
Yeah.
So I get up early.
Yeah. He doesn't show up like this to Dave Ramsey.
No. No, I put on pants.
Yeah. All right, so what is the first question we're going to tackle today?
The first question comes from Matt, and it reads, Dear John, I'm about to go on my first mission trip and need to raise money. I'm terrified to write a support letter to send my friends and family.
That is hard.
Any tips?
That is hard because mission trips, like, oh, it's great going on a mission trip, but they'll cost you a couple grand sometimes.
Oh, yeah, they're not cheap. And one of the things you want to avoid is the shame approach. Somebody sent me a request for money the other day and said, hey, do you want to support the Great Commission and send me to Brazil? So I had two options. Yes, I love the Great Commission. Here's money, stranger. Right. Or, no, I hate the Great Commission. I call it the Good Commission just to let it know how I feel. I call Brazil South Portugal just because I hate Brazil, too. So when you write your letter, don't say, hey, do you hate that orphans die? If so, give me some money. If not, that's fine. Yeah, keep them on the streets.
It definitely puts you in an awkward place where you felt obliged to say yes.
Yeah, I mean, I still said no.
Well, that's because you're not a good person.
You also want to, in the letter, pretend you write them other letters. Like, this is just one in many letters you've written them. Like, oh, hey, buddy, it's another letter from me.
Yeah.
Oh, this is something I do all the time. And always include the sentence, if you can't support me financially, I'd really appreciate your prayers.
Yeah, that's a tough one because we get requests for things all the time. Like every day there's another request for something like, hey, can you help me meet Toby Mac? Hey, can you let me wash his hair?
I'm doing a Kickstarter campaign to meet Toby Mac.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, those are the things, and it always ends like with the same thing, and it just feels kind of wrong to me, like it's a manipulative move.
I want you to say I'd love your prayers, but I've got tons of those from the people I go to church with. What I don't have tons of is cake.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of that cheddar.
Give me your cash. That's just the honest approach. Yeah. I wonder if that would be a new thing for writing letters. Like, okay, the reality is I'm going to go on this mission trip. I'm probably only need $1,000, but I need new shoes and a matching handbag.
It's super sunny. Where I'm going is hot. It is hot. So I need some sunglasses. Is that so wrong?
Exactly. So just go with the honest approach and get as much as you can.
Be honest, be funny, be real, and don't take a different voice when you write it. And when you go on a mission trip, make sure you go ahead and dump whoever you're dating before you go, because you're going to fall in love with someone else on the mission trip. That's just what
definitely
happens.
True. That is true, because they say that like out of extreme circumstances, relationships forged in extreme circumstances rarely work out. Oh wait, that's Speed too. Sorry, I'm quoting Keanu Reeves. Probably not the best
better
advice.
of the Speed films. Is that the one on a boat? Because that's the one that got to the heart.
Yes. All right, we'll do another question for John with Dear John here in 10 minutes right here on The Wally Show. This is The Wally Show with Jon Acuff. Writer, author, speaker, flamenco dancer. The guy does it all, man. And he is here for you to answer your questions that you can submit at allwally.com. Or you can always hit him up, too, because he is like a Twitter fiend. He is like social network guy. And you can always get a hold of him at stuffchristianslike.net and ask your questions as well. So what do you got? What's question 2 for us here today?
The next one comes from Amanda, and it's pretty short. She just says, Dear John, do you think there will be pets in heaven?
Very simple question.
The answer is no. Let me move on to the next question. No.
Right now, dog owners are just like wanting to pick at you.
Would you say they're howling? Probably.
Yes, probably so.
No, I think it's pretty clear there will be dogs. Cats, unfortunately, no. There will not be cats. No ferrets. I'm almost positive there's not going to be a single ferret in heaven.
I know where ferrets will be. Ferrets will be in hell.
Yeah, bottom line.
Ferrets are like the least trustful, like craziest animal. Like they are so cute, and all you want to do is love them, and then they bite your neck.
Well, that's what they're a rat that somehow snuck in your house.
Yes, with a longer tail, and like beguiles you.
And they smell bad, and they make you go to Dungeons and Dragons conventions.
Yeah, like I want a ferret. Like I wanted one for the longest time as a kid, and then like the thing tried to bite my face, and I'm like, okay, no.
My brother had a ferret growing up, and its name was Che, after Che Guevara. And looking back on it,
after who?
Che Guevara.
No idea.
The Cuban revolutionary.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was a very revolutionary ferret.
I guess so.
Its main revolution was using the bathroom in our living room.
That was a protest.
Yeah, so I'm almost positive it won't be there. For me, with pets, we only have a betta fish, which is a $3 investment.
Yeah.
So that's my bottom line with pets at our house. But one time we were at the pet store, which we call the free zoo, because you get to play with the animals and then go home.
Yeah.
And I'd kept my daughter's hands clean and felt pretty good about that. And then when we were driving away in the car, I looked in the rearview mirror, and McCrae, who was 1 at the time, had removed her shoe, her little yellow Croc, and was licking the bottom of it. Just enjoying some of that pet store mesquite. Taste the rainbow.
I know we love pets here. I get it. And I know you love your dog more than life itself. I get it. I like my cats. I should have said I love my cats. They're disposable. Let's be honest. They're cats. But the thing is, it's like, why would you need your pet in heaven?
Which was your favorite pet in the Bible, Wally?
The whale that ate Jonah. That's my favorite.
The 7-headed dragon in Revelation.
Yes, that one's a little scary.
What if like Paul had a dog, like a golden retriever he traveled with? That would have been awesome, with like a bandana, and like when he's in jail, his dog gets the keys and like rescues him. I'm just saying it could have happened.
Yeah. Well, they said that dog should deserve to go to heaven.
I think that happened in the message.
Like, could we have better like animals in heaven? Like, couldn't we actually have unicorns?
Yeah. Why stop at a dog? We're limited on Earth to dogs. Like, why can't I have a giraffe I ride between meetings in heaven?
Exactly. See, now that's the kind of stuff I would want in heaven. I want to ride a rainbow or a unicorn down a rainbow. That is what. That's how heaven.
Why dream small?
Heaven. Yeah, that's how
heaven is for real.
Actually, yes, it is. So there you go, dear John. Thank you for coming in. You can always give him your questions, and we will address them in a very serious manner, as we have done here.
It's about the Bible, Wally.
That's right, man. Allwally.com. You can give us your questions, and we do this every couple of weeks with Jon Acuff. Thanks so much for being on the show, man.
Thanks for having me.